Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mandi, author of 10 young adult novels so far, 8 of which I'm rewriting this year, probably. We'll see. Welcome to vlog 8 of this whole rewriting adventure. I can't believe I'm on vlog 8. Here we are. We are still in book 2. It's the 21st of February, I believe. We may have fallen a bit behind this past week because I was sick, so on the days that I wrote, maybe didn't write very much, and then also skipped 4 solid days of writing last week. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to be catching up this week or just like doing the normal and then I don't know, be behind. I'm not actually behind yet because I scheduled in 4 days of blah and then also 4 days of not writing on Fridays anyway. So I think we're actually technically still on track, but I'm also technically still a little bit sick. So who knows what this week of writing will look like. I have no idea. I haven't opened my documents since like Thursday, I think. I have no idea what's happening. We're on the Crusades, last I checked. Things are happening. I don't know. I'm just gonna open it up and see what's going on and maybe write some words. It might take a bit, I think, to like get back into it, so I'm not giving myself any pressure this prickle. Just gonna read over whatever I wrote last and maybe write some words. I don't know. So, wrote almost 1,000 words on a pup, which is a pop-up prickle. A prickle, for anyone who doesn't know, because haven't discussed it yet in this particular vlog. My writing group has a hedgehog theme, which works well because I have a hedgie. Val is actually the official, unofficial, like, mascot of the group. So yes, a gathering of hedgies is called a prickle, and so when the hedgie sisterhood gathers to write together, it's called a prickle. However, if it's not specifically on the calendar scheduled, it's called a pop-up prickle or a pup. That was a lot of random explanation, but the point is I wrote with some of my hedgie sisters, so there you go. And moving forward in this video, if I say pup or prickle, you will know what I'm talking about. I've run into a new interesting dilemma because when I wrote the original books, I did like a limited amount of research into the Crusades and various things just so I had like reference points for where my characters would be. But anyway, I've been doing more research since then, and like there are some I don't want to go too deep because there's so many layers of like all the things, right? And I don't, so like in the first book, I don't even talk about, like, the Church of England or, like, the religion's things. Like, I do actually go into, like, faith and stuff in the latter half of the book, and it's actually, like, it's a big turning point for a certain character. But I don't, like, specifically talk about the historical, like, what was actually going on in stuff. Which is fine, but also, like, it's interesting because we're on the Crusades right now, where, like, literally everything is because of this like, Holy Roman Emperors, like, let's go take over. Anyway, I don't really touch on that, but, like, it's present in everything, and then yesterday when I was writing, I went down a whole rabbit hole of doing research on, like, the various religions and, like, all the Crusades, not just the Third Crusade, but like where it started and like all the politics surrounding it and the like different faiths that were doing whatever they were doing and like all of the, because like the Roman Catholic Church was like causing issues, and then there were Christians of other denominations that were already living in Palestine, and obviously there were Jews and there were Muslims, and there was like a whole lot of stuff happening, and all of these different groups had like different reasons to like try and take over Jerusalem, and I was like, there's so much happening here, and I don't discuss any of it in the original versions, and I don't really want to discuss it now, but like somehow it feels like marginally relevant because it's what's making my characters move around in the Crusades. So I'm like, how much of this am I discussing? So specifically, there's a plot point So historically speaking, I'm just ranting at you, it's fine. There's, so King Richard has a sister. And, well, not anymore, because they're long dead. But anyway, he has a sister, and her name is Joan. Yes, so, Joan was, the Queen of Sicily, right? Historically speaking. And then, through politics and things, when her husband died, she ended up in jail, just because the person who took over was like, I don't like you. You have power here, and I don't want you to. So anyway, she was locked up. So at the very start of the Crusades, Richard like did a drive-by in Sicily to rescue his sister and like deal with this situation. So I do have that like historical event in my story because I thought it was fun. We're rescuing a princess. It's great. And then, moving from there, Joan has a massive crush on Robin, and Robin is like, I mean, he's kind of flirty, but he's also like, I have a love back home, so no. Sorry, but no. So anyway, it's like a whole plot thing. Like, Joan is a whole big deal, and she sticks with them because, historically, she actually did, like, follow along on the Crusades for quite a while. So I was like, sure, we'll just have this character, it'll be fine. Anyway, but there's a point in history where Richard decides to use her as a bargaining chip. So like the whole Crusades comes to a ceasefire, and they're negotiating, and Richard is like, I'll give Joan to you as a wife, and then we'll have peace, and it'll be fine, and we'll all be friends. And Joan is not happy about it. So anyway, I was like, that's super interesting. I can use that. So I did use that. But the reason that the marriage falls short is because the Holy Roman Emperor sent, like, emissaries to King Richard to be like, we're excommunicating you from the church if you do this because you can't marry a Christian to a Muslim. Anyway, it was like a whole ordeal for them. And then the marriage fell apart, and then the ceasefire fell apart, and the war kept going. So it's like, the church stuff is somehow relevant, but I don't necessarily want it to be. So, yes, I've been balancing how to, like, do that. Yep. I do love our nighttime prickles, though. These are good. Val, welcome. Sorry, my hedgehog just started eating. Oh, no. Come back. I'm back. Kind of. My computer is currently freaking out. Like, I wish I could show you, because it every like 10 seconds it like pops up and is like, your battery's running low, you might need to plug in, but it's literally plugged in right now. I don't know what's happening, but like it's on repeat. Yeah, well, I unplugged from the wall and plugged it back in. I unplugged from the computer port and plugged it back in, and then I took this thing apart and plugged it all back together again. And like it's just on repeat. It's I mean, it's on right now. It's just like you probably can't even hear it. I wonder if I take off my headphones if you can hear it. Hold on. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like write, because it keeps doing that. Like, can I type around it? I don't know. I don't. Also, who knows? My computer might die any second. Wait, it's charging. Oh, the beeping has stopped. Nobody breathe. Okay, we're good. That was annoying. Okay, anyway, hi guys. Oh no, it came back. Okay, we're fine. Anyway, go on.
I haven't written yet today, but finished last night on the 9 o'clock prickle. I kind of enjoy the nighttime prickles because I am a night owl, but it's also exhausting because of my nanny job, because I get up earlier than feels natural for me. So I'm too tired for the nighttime prickles, but I prefer writing at the nighttime prickles, and it's just a struggle all around. Anyway, after that specific prickle, I am at battery gave out on me, but I'm back. I ended last night. I'm at 34,074 words. And at the same spot, plot-wise, in the story, because I'm going chronologically through the old one, the same spot. I'm at 19,968. So, in spite of cutting almost 2 full chapters, and not having them in the new document at all. So the old document, the 19,000, has 2 full chapters that aren't in the 34,000. Yeah. I thought at the beginning of this whole adventure, because I was cutting so much, that it was not going to excessively grow in the same way that Lacey's Legend did. I mean, I knew it would grow, but I thought it would, like, balance itself out because I was also cutting things. It's not. It's not twice as big yet, but it's definitely growing.
Characters are off on the crusades and fighting battles and things. Yesterday I was writing a scene where one of my characters, the army moved back to the city where she actually grew up and where her family died, and so she was feeling traumatized, and yesterday my main character was trying to help her and comfort her and stuff, but I wasn't fully satisfied with the scene when I finished it, so I think what I'm going to do is read over it again before I move forward, and just, I don't know, see what's missing. I don't typically like to edit while I'm writing, but I'm sort of technically editing anyway because I'm rewriting the previous books, so like, it's all editing at this point. So yeah, I'm going to read over the scene and then we'll go from there. Yeah.
So on Friday, I apparently didn't vlog this, but I did write on one prickle and added another like 1,500 words to the document. So I'm sitting around 37,000 words right now, which is going to be the end of vlog 8. I don't really know how much progress we actually made this week, but I wrote every day this week, including the Friday, so